Hello, welcome to Northwest Connection. My name's Trelf.
And I'm Annie.
And today we're joined by Centerfold, a Liverpool rock band who don't just bring the noise on stage, they know how to stir up a storm online too. Hard-hitting tracks, no-nonsense attitude, and a social media game that keeps the rock scene alive and kicking. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming over.
That is the best opening.
I don't know about the no-nonsense attitude. You'll figure out after this.
Okay.
There's a lot of nonsense.
Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Kieran. I'm the guitarist.
Sorry. I'm Tom. I'm the bassist.
And
And I sing a bit as well.
I'm Josh, the vocalist.
I'm Elliot. I play drums. Just big monkey guy in the band.
And how did Centerfold come together?
That was basically started out. We were looking to. Essentially, there wasn't the music that we wanted to listen to didn't really exist in the way that we wanted to hear it, and so we just ended up like experimenting with things to see what we wanted to hear, and then that's where things started. Saw Josh at an open mic.
Yeah, made up a whole verse. I'm glad I did that. I was quite scared. I was like, I have not enough material. But here we go.
Immediately after that, asked him to be a part of it,
Yeah.
and then
My life's been worse ever since. No, I'm joking.
yeah, and then that's basically.
Me and Elliot.
So did you know him
joined.
before the open mic, or you just...
Yeah, we were mates from uni.
Oh,
but
you were mates before that?
We hadn't heard him sing until the open mic.
Right.
And we're like, oh, he's a bit good.
Yeah.
So the three of you, besides Josh, already practicing together, was you? Making some noise?
I've been in the band for 2 weeks actually.
Yeah.
I'm pretty new.
He's right.
Yeah. When did
I joined after like a couple months of the band existing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been there for over a year now, haven't you? How long
Yeah,
has it been?
they released
Yeah.
a song without me, and then I joined.
Yeah.
So you're the only mainstay and the only focal
And
point of
Josh.
the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's only after the open mic night, though, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
And where did the name come from?
I was listening.
Josh looks at a lot of porn.
There's this trio
Can't get
from
off his head.
Can't deny.
Did it take you a long time to settle on a name, or...?
Uh,
'Cause names notoriously hard to pick,
we
to pick up for a band.
we had like a full EP before we had the name, and then I was listening to Brockhampton drunk one night, and one of the lines is like something about Centerfold, and I was like, oh, that sticks out.
What is it? I've got dreams of crack rocks and strip up poles.
Yeah.
Fucking centerfolds.
And that was where it came from.
My dad thought it was from Nickelback, the Rockstar lyrics.
Yeah.
I don't
Of
know.
course he did.
But
It's the only relevant thing.
yeah, oh yeah. He was like, yeah.
So you've already just said then as well that the music that you wanted to hear wasn't being created as such. I'm guessing that's within the local scene in Liverpool around the university.
Both the local scene and kind of I hadn't really discovered it at that point, but like we've called it like heavy alternative, where it's like exploring the metal side of things while also doing, like, as you said, the Deftones, like, is almost a bit shoegazier but not fully leaning into it. It's just for sections and then slamming out of it.
Right.
So-
Okay, so by trying to create the music that you wanted to hear, you've then gone down a deeper downward spiral into, like, I'm guessing, like Basement.
Yeah,
bands
exactly.
like that, yeah.
Like Fleshwater,
Yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Vein FM.
yeah, bit of
So you're based in Liverpool, but you're not all from Liverpool.
No.
Whereabouts do you originate from?
I'm from Ormskirk, so I'm like an hour outside.
And I'm from Leeds originally.
I'm from Derby. Nice.
Blackpool.
Spread all over.
Yeah.
And when you look at it that way as well, I mean, Ormskirk has not got a big music scene
No,
as it is
no.
anyway. Leeds, it's got an
Leeds
amazing music scene.
But
Were you
I
actually
left
Harrogate?
when I left when I was 11.
Right,
So
okay.
No, not for any of my like formative years. There's not been a music scene.
Right, okay. So where were your formative years then? If you
I live in Harrogate now.
you live in Harrogate, so
Yeah.
posh Leeds.
The posh end.
Oh, Leeds, not Leeds.
But at the same time, you're still close enough to get back to
Mostly.
Leeds.
Yeah,
aren't you? So you've had that, you've got the likes of Boom, which has unfortunately gone down.
Yeah, but
Brundell.
it's shut down now.
You've got Brundell on your doorstep as well. So you've got all these places where there's some great killer bands.
Yeah,
who's
it's
the
really
Blues
big
Bar.
for Leeds at the
Harrogate.
moment, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So.
Yeah.
Sorry, let's carry on.
Belper.
How's the music scene in Derby?
It's not really much of one. I mean, I'm actually from a place called Belper, but no one knows where that is.
I've
I
heard
do.
of Belper.
I know where.
You know where
Belper
Belper is, yeah.
Yeah, my day job, I do know where Belper is.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah. There's really no music scene in Belper, like, Hannah.
I'm one of Def Leppard from Belper.
Don't know. There's a good Morrison's.
All right, that's good.
You know? that's about it.
Shout out to the Morrison salad bar.
Yeah. Shout out to Morrison's.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Remember when like the
Morrison's
cheese
Cafe?
prices were way too high, so people actually people went into Morrison's and just filled the thing up with cheese because it was cheaper. It was just £3.50 in the meal deal.
There's our reel for this week.
You know what?
How do you know that?
Cheese.
I did it.
How do you find
Like a
the
picture of it.
music scene in Liverpool then? Do you,
Cheese.
It's a good like launch pad.
It's getting a bit better now. Like, a little bit.
It's gotten better since we first got there, but we've also
Since we started
Since
playing.
we started playing, guys.
but kind of, in my opinion, it's still like if you want to grow outside of the Liverpool scene, the first thing you have to do is kind of leave it, annoyingly. But that's why we've we were getting in Manchester on Saturday, and then we've done like Leeds and Edinburgh once.
That was a bit pointless.
And then we had to the train ride back, like 5 hours. We had to walk through Glasgow.
Yeah.
Hell no, bro.
Have you ever sat on a train with the bass in between your legs for like 5 hours?
We also almost
Not
got
for
charged.
5 hours, no.
We almost
Not
got charged.
pregnant.
Yeah, we almost got fined.
so how did you all get into music?
My nan got me the Guitar Hero pack when I was 6, and then from that I started playing. It was basically the music I liked anyway, and then started playing Guitar Hero drums when I was like 6.5. Moved on to a proper kit because the patterns are basically the same. From then I was like, I would rather do guitar, and learn from there.
Right.
I don't think I got into it late, but I think I got into it, I guess, later than you. Because you were.
Well, me and you were very early.
Yeah,
you
proper.
got, should we drop the grade 8 law?
Whatever
No,
you
let's
want
not bother with
Oh,
that. You started playing when you were 4, didn't you?
Yeah. I just my parents got me a little Argos kit, I think, to like subdue my tapping. I just used to tap all the time, and then got this Argos kit, and then the next door neighbor was moving out. I think I was like 5 or 6 at this point, and they were just like, "Yo, do you want the drum kit?" I was just
That's
like, "I'll have that." So I had that for like a year, and then my parents thought I was like proper serious about it, and then they got me a real kit. And yeah, pretty much. I have that kit now, actually. I've had it since I was 7. It's crazy. I need to upgrade at some point.
And now you're like the best drummer in the UK. on that
Drop that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine's kind of weird because I'm actually also a drummer. So I started drumming when I was 11 because I was into like Nirvana and like Foo Fighters and Alter Bridge and all that. But like for singing, I started singing at like almost 19. So I've only been singing for almost 4 years. So, but I don't know, just like music. My dad just played loads of thrash and all that kind of stuff. So I enjoyed
You
all
not
that.
thought about going down the route of 2 drummers though as well? I mean, that
What 2 drummers on stage?
Two drummers.
Imagine trying to set up. Every
Yeah.
sound tech would be like.
guarantee
They
you
can't
it's the
even do it
best
with
thing
one
you've ever
drummer.
seen in your life when you see a band with 2 drummers.
I saw King Gizzard, but I didn't see them when they had 2
Yeah,
drummers. I wish
There's
I
a band
had
called Kai Laser, and they actually have 2 drummers, and they pan them left and right when they record as
that.
well.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And they sound mint.
That's cool.
So,
Yeah.
and they're on the way back now as well. They're coming back after a bit of a hiatus. So,
Nah, I can be the only one.
Yeah, we'll leave it to him because
it's not Highlander, you know.
So you were saying that you couldn't like find the music that you wanted to play. What bands influence your band?
At the minute, we've all kind of fallen down a bit of the post-hardcore rabbit hole at the same
Turnstile.
time,
Yeah.
especially with the introduction of Elliot.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, Turnstile is a big influence. As I said, Fleshwater, Vein FM, that kind of.
Yeah.
Even some of like Loathe, that kind of thing, has been a recent influence in terms of like in like both songwriting and production. So yeah,
Yeah.
It's been an explorative,
I think so.
explorational time.
Explorational is not a word.
They're getting distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone in a parachute. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got rings.
What?
There's
Wigan?
Yeah.
No.
I think
What's going on?
Trying to escape.
he's got bad. He's got bad aim.
I don't know.
Because I walked past it, I thought it looked like it looks like Arkham Asylum.
Shout out, shout out, Batman.
Batman.
Shout out, Batman. What a great game.
How would you describe your sound to someone that Hasn't heard you before.
Shit. I don't,
Not the first
I
time.
don't know. It's just like heavy with like moaning vocals.
It would have been metal if it was the 90s, but it's not the 90s, so it's not really metal anymore.
Oh, it's so into porn.
It's kind of like taking elements of like heavy alternative is the only word we found to like properly, because there's so many like subgenres now, it gets confusing.
Yeah,
so.
there are so many subgenres, aren't there?
And when you look at it, like the bands you mentioned there, it's all very sort of outbreak based as well. For me, you know, you've got like, so you know, you said Fleshwater, you said Vane FM, so like that's two massively different ends of the spectrum with like literally the same band as well. Because
Yeah, it's just different singer, isn't it?
yeah. So you got that there, and then obviously I'm guessing up you picked those bits in between as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I think it was like going to happen anyway because the first band I really got into was Alter Bridge, who have heavier stuff with like more melodic vocals. So I've always wanted as a vocalist, like, I like doing the heavy screaming stuff, but I always like the melodic side to be like the main aspect because I like that the most. So like I don't really know. It's just a mixture of stuff together. It's nice.
Have you know, in Liverpool, have you struggled to find bands to gig with, or that, along the same sort of sound as you? Or
We've
Kind of, I think.
we've been
because there's a huge indie scene. I know metal
yeah.
is
Yeah.
taking off a bit, isn't it, in Liverpool?
I
but
think you've got to go
the indie scene.
knock around in the right circles as well, because I know there's quite a decent hardcore scene in Liverpool as well. If you go
Yeah.
to, it's like the likes of Outpost, Counterculture Records.
Yeah.
They put on some good shows. From
like
there,
No
from
Play
that
as
side.
well.
Be
Yeah.
great if Outpost replied to me.
No, we did a gig with no.
Reply to Centerfold.
We've been lucky in that some of the bands that we're in uni with as well are in the similar genre
Right.
bracket.
So do you want to give any of them a shout out now while you're on the...
Interrail,
Interrail.
massive
Thank you
shout
for
out.
letting us borrow your drummer.
Also, Arcadia Ego,
The chords.
Chords as well.
Yeah.
Massive shout out. Who else is there?
I don't know.
What, have you
What's
got
that?
like Pavova?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pavova.
I can't name it.
Rosemary.
Yeah, Rosemary.
Rosemary with a Z.
Yeah, they're great. Ugly Jumper.
Yeah.
Shout out.
We said
Oh, yeah, we
Arcadia
know
Ego,
what
didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are awesome. So individually, what bands inspire you the most? Would you?
I was a massive Chili Peppers fan growing up.
Oh, right.
So
You still are.
is this where you drop some like?
Up
Dial.
until around 1 odd minute, and then that's after that. Then really,
Okay, yeah,
that's when the Chili Peppers started taking a bit of a dive.
that's fair. I've nicked a lot from John Frusciante,
Yeah.
and then from that kind of
There's
that
nothing
was
wrong with that.
I don't
Well-
really hear that in your playing though.
yeah.
You don't hear it in the
I'm
Madman
hearing the
don't-
Bridge.
solos. I think you do
It's
quite
ins-
simple solos.
Oh yeah.
The
true.
Madman Bridge.
Yeah.
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 but then from there, that was like some of their heavier moments got me into like Rage. So a lot of the riff stuff is inspired by that, and then got into the metal side of like. It was a lot of like 90s like Pantera, Sepultura. Other names completely escaping me now. But yeah,
I forget
We
names
put
all
you
the
on the
time.
spot.
I know. What about you, Tom?
Oh well, I think
Lady Gaga.
like
Hey,
I
don't
like
diss the
Bit
guy.
No, I'm not.
There's nothing wrong with
Don't diss
Bit
the guy,
Gaga.
Other than that Joker film, but we weren't going on about that. But
I haven't seen it. to be honest. It wasn't as good as the Minecraft movie though.
no.
I started playing like piano when I was like 12, and I from that kind of got into rap music before anything else. I think that was the first sort of music that got me into music. So like Dr. Dre 2001 and like Eminem's second album and stuff. And then from there it was kind of just like a bit of everything. I mean, I think my dad kind of filled me with like 70s prog and like
Nothing wrong with that either.
Queen and like just love Queen.
Lol.
And like yeah, just all that sort of old stuff. But he's also like a speed garage DJ.
Right.
So I've just been like I've just
Prodigy.
and so like the Prodigy and like I think I've heard Body Groove about 8,000 times in my life. Yeah, a bit of everything.
Go on,
Your
Joe.
turn.
Nice.
Josh.
I mean, I've got the worst memory of band names and stuff, but what I don't know. Like the main things I got into early was like Faith No More, Nirvana, Soundgarden,
Faith.
all the Faith.
Faith No
Judge
More.
me. All the grunge bands and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, quite a bit. The thrash stuff because my dad likes Slayer and all that. Similar stuff to what Kieran was saying as well. I don't remember. I kind of listened to so much music. I kind of don't know what I've listened to, so I don't know. But yeah, just music. Yeah. There you go.
Your turn,
Spotify
Mr.
music.
Collins.
Yeah, so it was mainly Chili Peppers.
Oh, yeah.
It was my dad, just like drilling that into.
We've no idea what that noise.
Oh.
Really?
Should we not mention them again?
We mentioned the chili peppers.
Chili
Someone's gonna come after us.
Say it 3 times in a minute.
Yeah, oh my god.
Fucking Terminator theme.
And Nikitas comes out.
Do a little dance.
And then heavier bands. Like Auto Bridge
Hell yeah.
was like the bridge phase.
Creed, bro.
Well,
The old
yeah,
bridge.
Creed. It was the outer bridge between
Grew up
light and
alternate
dark,
bridge,
and then like heavier bands and more prog bands. Like I remember having a massive Animals as leaders phase when I didn't talk to women. But in all fairness, it did help me
That
out
was
with
a
my
good
drumming. Like it gave me a lot to process.
Yeah.
Maybe a better drummer for sure. But like coming away from that and then incorporating that into like more mainstream music.
Just a caveat on that: people who listen to it, Animals as leaders can get women too.
No, they can't. Yeah, for sure. For sure. They yeah. I
Maybe it's just you.
Yeah, and then now a lot of bands like Turnstile,
Yeah.
Turnstile
Like,
are massive at the
Half
moment,
Heart
aren't they?
as well. So
I want to see
love
them. They
Half
haven't
Heart.
played England.
What Turnstile?
Yeah.
It's a shame about the new single though. Not
Yeah,
I
it's a
liked
bit.
it.
It's alright.
You know,
It's
it's
a
a
bit
good
ass.
standalone song, but in terms of like what they could do, or like I don't know. I hope it's not just like glow on,
Yeah.
glow on squared.
They
Better
keep
be.
playing like not any shows in England. They do like
They
every
do
European,
London.
Yeah, they do every European country. They do Ireland, and then they do London.
Well, the last tour they had anyway, they had a lot of visa problems, so they ended up playing after
shit.
dates like a week later.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right.
So
Yeah, okay.
don't know what that was about, but
I need my EU citizenship to come through.
Yeah, Tom's also French.
I'm also French.
you're also French
You can
as
tell
well.
by La Moustache.
So I've noticed you're really like prominent on your social media. Is there someone in the band in charge of that, or do you?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even look at the social media page. Okay. I just write songs and cry.
I mean, the only reason I make music is so I have an excuse to make Instagram reels. You know? I love Instagram reels. At least 6 or 7 hours a day.
What's your RPM?
My RPM?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
the reels per minute.
Oh, like, I think I got to like 30 or 40 at one point.
Yeah. Damn.
You can 2 times speed them now, so that's sort of like, that double my numbers. I do a lot of the social stuff. It's necessary. I don't love it. I would, in 5 years' time, I'd rather not be doing it. But it's fun enough now.
Our aim is
I
to
can do
get
it.
big enough in the next couple of years that we can pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
we get this all the time. People seem to hate doing it. Bands seem to hate doing the social media side. It's bad enough for this podcast. to
Yeah,
be
because I
honest.
think when you're little, you just think about playing music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm still having a really hard time realizing that I need a pattern up, especially with my other band Interrail. Start making posters.
Shout out Interrail.
Shout out. How
Massive shout.
many times can we shout out Israel?
Do you have other specific roles within the band, or?
I'm like business and accountant manager. Josh comes
I'm-
up with a lot of like the visual
Yeah,
concepts.
you do actually.
Yeah.
I think every single
I
cover
write a
we've
lot
had-
of songs and cry.
That's true.
Yeah.
We
Elliot-
are having a lot of background noise in this podcast.
Elliot,
We
it's
don't
crazy
even
that you
get-
can sound like a drum kit while you're talking. Like that's incredible.
The door is
What
their
the
door.
hell? This is crazy.
the sound there, proof in an ear, isn't the best.
Oh, fair enough.
That's fine.
Drums.
We are hoping to get a change of venue soon. Did we have a
Just write
specific
That's Beethoven's
songwriter,
fifth
or do we
backwards.
all, like,
It tends to be like
how does the songwriting process?
There's different ways, isn't there?
yeah, it switches between like Josh will bring a full one in and then we'll work it out as a band, or me and Tom will come up with a riff.
A little instrumental bit.
Yeah, and then we'll work it out in the room. We've been doing that a bit more recently.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
It tends to be a blend.
I mean,
I'll get involved one day.
Right, you're creative, bro. And stuff. I mean, when it comes to lyrics, it's mainly me, and then you check stuff, and then there's some
Yeah.
songs when we do them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's good.
Elliot's
Yeah.
new as well. We've not had a proper chance to like
Yeah.
properly write with you,
Yeah.
but when we do,
It's
gonna be so good.
Cool, it'll be cool.
We've been like, we have, the 3 of us had like a musical crush on Elliot for like 6 months.
Do you think it'll go a lot heavier with the new drummer? or-
Yeah.
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 Heavier and better.
Yeah.
We've just been looking at him, going like, it'd be really good if he played that album.
He's got a reel doing a Missy Elliott song, and the amount of times we were sat together
Yeah.
and just had.
Yeah. Yeah. I really want to be on that new single, but it's fine.
You're on the album version.
Yeah,
man.
we're gonna re-record it for the album. I think.
Yeah, and then delete the single.
And then
Yeah, fully.
Oh, lit. That's fine.
Was that your last song, which was called The Sting?
We got a new one coming out.
yes, we do.
We do.
Can't you?
We,
the
do
23rd
we
of
announce
May.
it now?
Oh,
Yeah,
just-
it's announce the name. I love
Yeah.
it. Go on.
It's
And a date, may as well.
It's on the 23rd of May, and it's called Baddie Core, which is
I
a.
could show you a bad JPEG of the album cover if you want.
Yeah, you can send us that. And
Pull-
we'll,
no, I'm just
Insert
I'm gonna
here.
point it at the
At the camera.
GoPro. And that's
but you weren't involved with this.
Not in the original. No.
Shout out
So
Sav.
Because your drum part's a bit different, isn't it?
yeah.
That's
Where
cool.
did
Quite
you
a lot
record it?
In Liverpool.
Yeah, where
Oh,
we
okay,
study in
yeah,
Liverpool,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're all very lucky that like studio time is free there.
Right,
So
okay.
we can basically do as much recording as we want. Like we've got a session tomorrow
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then Saturday, 12 till 5.
in the morning.
Yeah.
12
Yeah.
0
Morning
o'clock.
After a 12-hour shift for me.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Be a long one. 5 white monsters.
5 white monsters and a snus.
I
and
miss
everything.
one snus, maybe a few.
I'll buy you. I'll buy you some Red Bulls as well.
Yeah, nah, just white monsters.
Red Bull sponsor.
Oh
us.
yeah, Rebel music sponsor. That's why.
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
want
Yeah.
Red Bull
If I
drum
get
kit.
extreme enough, yeah.
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 Yeah, Red Bull.
So have you played a lot of? You've played a few live gigs in Liverpool, and you've been around the country gigging as well.
Yeah.
Pretty good amount. How many gigs
Yeah.
have we done? I don't even know.
Like
It's a few.
20?
What?
Like,
Since when?
I don't know.
Sounds weird when you
I
say
can't
it.
remember.
Sounds
We
like-
played a good
We've been
amount.
gigging a fair
And
bit.
they've been mostly Liverpool based. Then.
Mostly Liverpool.
Yeah, mostly Liverpool.
How would you find the scene?
It's good. I mean, the self-promoted ones have been the better ones because
Right.
we've
Yeah.
been able to pick the lineup, and
Right.
it's
Yeah.
not like you're on a 12-band lineup and there's
Yeah,
7.
mostly indie bands. And
Yeah,
there's
there's 3 indie bands and
And
there's
a
7 acoustic.
singer-songwriter.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the best thing as well you can do when we put on the gig and like pick the bands we had, like
Yeah.
when you, because obviously you got to listen to the bands before you go on. If
Yeah.
you get bands you like before, it makes the experience of playing live much better too. You know what I mean? So I like that.
Yeah,
So-
it's nice to be inspired by the openers
Yeah.
and not just
and not drained
and,
by an acoustic set before.
and not hear the Wonderwall chords for the 17th time in a row.
Don't trust those chords.
It feels like there's a lot of music going on in Liverpool, like all the time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like there's much of scenes necessarily.
Yeah. The nice bit is that the point of entry is low so that
Yeah.
it's good for people to get in and start gigging, which is awesome.
With interesting promoters.
Yeah. Some very interesting
You
programs.
didn't hear me say that.
But then the other problem is because of that, there's some there's some people that aren't fully developed as like artists at that point, and then that are gigging. That
Yeah.
it can be interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of zoned out a little bit. I feel like no.
At least,
it's-
you know what?
It was
At least you're being honest.
Right
You know what I
on
mean?
I feel like for audiences as well, coming to see you, everyone that comes into Liverpool, they're kind of expecting a Beatles bass, like
Yeah.
like singer
Yeah.
songwriter, and then
Yeah.
it kind of you have to know the band to want to go see them.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people won't just hear the music and come down and
No.
listen to you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
Yeah,
was.
I think that's not just Liverpool. I just think that's
That's just
e-
everywhere.
everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
COVID,
Yeah.
So
I think COVID's done that to to people.
Yeah.
But you've had, like Libby from Kubrick's doing the sound, and you've had some good gigs in Liverpool, haven't you? Had some terrible ones as well, but
Shout out Soto.
Rest in peace.
yeah.
Really?
The sound, yeah. Yeah, we had.
Oh yeah, he did that. Oh, he did that for Broadsheet.
Yeah,
I
Broadsheet
heard
speak.
Shout out
When Mr.
Broadsheet.
Kebab.
Shout out
Yeah.
Broadsheet.
Oh, that's
Mate.
what band you-
Were you there at that gig?
No,
No.
nah.
So Sean's guitar was feeding back for I'm not joking.
Shout out, Sean.
I
3
think
minutes.
they
No
had that
way.
as well.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
Do you
Same
remember? Do
thing.
you remember like?
Back, we were like, can you turn it down? And he was like, going.
don't stop the feedback. You got to keep the feedback going.
we had our mate who's a sound tech there who was like he was about 2 seconds away from just going behind the desk and
Just
doing
taking
it.
over.
Yeah, because it was full on like, was it bass feedback for like a minute?
It was like sub.
It was like a-
bass, just
It was a lot. But
a
that
while.
stage is bassy as hell, though, isn't it?
Had to restart
Yeah.
the song and everything.
Yeah.
It's not a. Did you enjoy playing aside from sound? Do you like playing that venue? No. Okay.
It was
It's
great.
a
I
weird-
remember our set there where it was like halfway through the second song where the sound guy was like, "Oh yeah, there is a second person singing." I was just-
Yeah.
What gig was that?
That was the one we did at Zanzibar.
The broadsheet one.
So is that one of the worst gigs you've done, or is the worst than that?
It wasn't great.
No, my least favourite gig we did was before you joined the band, and it was at Soto.
Yeah, you were drunk, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I did do the gig drunk, and I also had to play drums after another band, but I did alright. But it's just like I think that's when he still had like surround sound speakers. So I don't know the sound guy, but he certainly pissed me off. Like there was like he kept turning my mic off because of feedback, so sometimes you just couldn't hear me singing. And it just kind of wound me
You
on.
blew your voice out, didn't you?
Yeah, I did blow my voice out, but I also didn't warm up and drank before, and my voice was dehydrated, so that helped.
And what
Yeah.
about the better gigs where there's one that stands out that was absolutely amazing?
I think the two we've done with
With Mr. Collins are
Genu-
by far the best.
the
they're
last gig-
genuinely
Like,
been my
genuinely.
favourite ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last gig we did, man. What was it called? Like
Fuel the
Like,
Music.
Fuel,
Oh,
Fuel
Play
the
with,
Music. We didn't play to that many people, but the people who were there enjoyed it, and it was good fun.
yeah, we played with Bonsai Alpha. It was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Shout
Bones
out.
Ain't
Shout
Off.
out
Shout
them
out
as well.
them. They're really good.
They're sick.
Yeah,
Is
they're
there
such a good live band.
Yeah.
And is there any venues out there that you're desperate to play at any point? On the-
Gorilla.
The M&S.
Oh,
Gorilla.
Gorilla would be lit.
Gorilla's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh yes, yes, Manchester
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
The pink room, not the basement though.
I would have loved to have
Yeah.
played Boom, but then they've shut down now.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
Boom shut down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. My voice went so high then. What was that?
Is
Tom-
Brixton Academy still a
Mickey
thing?
Mouse.
It is. It is still.
Shout out
happening.
Mi- shout out Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Brixton
I
Academy.
was going
Shout
to say
Mickey
that and then
Mouse.
Camden Underworld.
Shout
would
out.
be
Oh
Shout
yeah,
Shout out.
yeah. I
Mickey
remember
Mouse
seeing
Clubhouse.
Corn play.
Oh, did you?
Brixton
Shout out
Academy.
Mario and
Okay,
Luigi.
nice.
I've seen
Shout
sick
out,
of it
uh,
all in the underworld. So
Shout out
it's
Bowser.
in the middle of a wall of death in there with that big post.
Shout out
in the middle.
Wario.
Yeah.
It's not great. So
Yeah.
Nice.
So we've just shouted out like
It's
every
just been-
every cartoon character
No,
ever.
shout out Little Mermaid. She's my crush in high school.
Rapunzel,
Shout
Snow
out
White,
Rapunzel. Nah, she used to make fun of me in gym class.
the Pink Power Ranger. Shout out.
He's a twat.
Yeah, for that guy.
And then me and the yellow one used to go surfing together.
Oh man, back in the
How
glory.
about big venues? What's a big venue you'd like to play?
I don't really
How
know what any
big are we
venues are called.
Big.
Controversial opinion.
Oh.
I don't want to play big venues unless it's a festival.
Really?
Where did
I
we
would back that to be
Where
fair.
did we see Royal Blood like ages ago? Because I quite like
Oh,
that.
Mountford Hall.
Yeah, that was nice.
But
That's alright.
student,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that was good. That was like a
In,
good
uh,
1,000
Liverpool
cap.
It's good. It's a good
Alright.
sound.
The
Guild.
The bracket
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
5k cap to 8k cap seems to be like the coolest venues, and then as soon as you get higher than that, it's just like amplified motocross for an hour. Yeah,
Yeah.
like MEN, always terrible sound.
Just no vibe as well, is there?
Shout out. Saint-
Yeah,
Shout out to Anger.
and also when the bands hit the
Shout out
stage
David
that they're
Stone.
playing that kind of venue, it feels like they've lost a bit of the
Which
like
way
the
we
charm.
I
And
think there's some who can still carry it off, but there's not many.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
a very few.
There needs to be no one sat down at our gigs
Yeah, that's what
unless
Yeah, yeah.
you're in a wheelchair.
yeah.
Unless you have to. Valid.
No, because we can't force you. And we want you. It's inclusive.
Yeah, bro.
We need to get people headbanging, get the people moving. I hate it because I always want to ask people to move, but like a lot of the time when you ask people to move, because obviously when you're not, I said move a lot then. I can't remember what I was gonna say. To be honest,
Were you going
My
to say
brain
that
fogged.
you ask people to move and then they just don't?
Yeah, they kind of like move their heads a bit and then go back to watching. So I'm kind of like maybe we're actually shit. Like, and then the whole time I'm thinking, damn, I'm a bad front man. Damn. Sorry guys.
I think one of the,
Nah,
better
but
gigs
the
we
gigs in Liverpool. Well, when I was in the crowd, definitely a few mosh
Yeah,
pits.
you were starting. The
I
pit.
sang
Yeah,
I sang a verse to you, didn't I?
Yeah, you
like,
did. Yeah,
like
that was a
hypnotized,
Sting
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the
I got
better
distracted.
gigs we did was with No Play at the Jacaranda because that
The
was
hardcore
like
crowd.
that was just a crowd that was just primed to. move
It was
on.
actually nice. That was like one of the few crowds that I felt like when everyone was actually in the moment, because it doesn't feel like that happens a lot, to be honest.
You get
like,
a lot of like blank stares.
yeah, it's kind of weird in it. Like, but when we did that,
Shout out Kubrick Stay.
there you go. That's all I had to say.
Who've recently
What's the shout, yeah?
recorded in Lifford as well. So
Oh, did you?
yeah.
Last week.
Who
Oh,
did
nice.
you work with?
Alfie.
Alfie Cubitt.
Nah.
What's his surname?
Alfie Hogwash.
Is he blonde?
make it up.
Blonde.
Alfie Akers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Shouldn't be so many like background sounds in this because me and him just shouting out things, and then you like seeing someone on like what was it, like a glider or something?
Someone on a garden in the sky.
A glider, bro, not a garden. What are you hearing?
Shout out the Fly from Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
We're going to move on to the fun questions now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the other ones weren't fun. No, if you could only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be? Start with the drummer. Put the pressure on.
Oh, I know mine already.
Can you pick me last?
No, pressure's on.
Bro, hurry up.
Oh, I don't know. Can I pick an EP?
It's blood sugar.
Yeah, you pick one.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't.
So you
really
went to an EP, but you still.
Yeah, no.
Double album.
I'm just trying to buy myself time.
Okay, we'll go
Yeah.
singular.
What's that Dillinger Escape Plan album I love? What's that one called?
The One of Us is the Killer.
Yeah, I fucking love that
Oh,
album.
what?
Mate,
What an
honestly,
album.
the actual like title track,
Yes.
like I listen to that
Yeah.
like most mornings and cry, but it's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I know my album.
Go on.
Big Ass Truck
Oh hell yeah,
by Big Ass Truck.
yeah. What about Big
You know
Ass
Big Ass
Dog?
Truck?
No. You know what? I actually don't.
Do you know?
Do you know?
You would
I
love
don't-
Big Ass.
You would love Big Ass
I
Truck.
do know the name.
It's kind of fire. Look,
Yeah. They have a song
Shout
called
out Big Ass
Big
Truck.
Ass Dog and Big Ass Bear.
Big Ass
And
Beer kind of goes hard, you know.
Big Ass Bear. No, the lyrics in Big Ass Dog are really cool because in the lyric description, there's lyrics that aren't there. It's just there to describe what's happening with the instrumentals.
Right. Okay.
Big ass truck, we'll check that out.
But yeah.
What's your answer for?
Brat.
I think. Wait, what?
I was gonna say brat.
It wouldn't be Brat. It wouldn't be Brat. It might be Brat. Actually. No, it would
Saint
be.
Anger.
It wouldn't be Saint Anger either. I think I would probably pick like one of the two albums that was like the most formative, like 2001. I think I already said 2001 by Dr. Dre. That or like Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator.
Right. Okay.
Probably be my two like most repeated albums.
Mine is probably Songs for the Deaf, or like.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
That's a good
or-
one, yeah.
We'd be on the same
Solid.
island.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
They're the albums that I've both rinsed and nicked the most things from.
What's the album 666 off?
Era Vulgaris.
I love that. It's a great
I
album.
did realise that the other day that we now have a song that goes "Do It Again," and Queens of the Stone Age also have a song that goes "Do It Again."
Yeah, because I love Queens of the Stone Age.
Do it again.
Yeah.
So if you had a walk-on song to like a massive gig, say like Download or Arctangent, what would the walk-on song for the band be? As you come out
Wiggles.
on stage.
Minecraft. Like Jack Black singing something. To be honest.
It'd probably be like some weird ambient like.
Nah.
Guys,
I kind of want to
Doom
do like
soundtrack.
Playing
Doom.
fucking Minecraft.
I think you're going a bit extreme there with Doom being ambient. Really.
You say Doom's ambient.
Yeah, just
Bro,
put
what?
slowed and reverbed, guys.
What slowed and reverb? Doom music. I'll go hard, you know. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, cool. There you
I
go.
wanted to do like the Slain Castle, like start with me and you just playing something. for
Yeah, like
ages.
an intro jam.
Yeah, that'd
Nice.
be cool.
That would be. Yeah.
Me and you drinking some Red Bulls before we go on stage. Without
Yeah.
sponsorship.
Yeah.
I was desperate for some sponsorship.
I'd rather have a Red Bull sponsorship than a kit sponsorship.
Yeah, like
By far.
a Red Bull drum kit is
Yeah,
what you need.
because over the course of time, like, I don't really drink that many Red Bulls, but I can see myself really getting into it.
We need seeds anyway, I suppose.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I reckon I'd spend more money on Red Bulls in the future than a drum kit.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
How about you, Connie?
What's this for now? Walk-on
Walk-on
song.
song, yeah. I go Rain and Blood, I think.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go something a bit different. I'd maybe go with like Tiffany. I think. We're
That's a great song.
I don't know.
Either or maybe Joe Esposito, You're the Best, from the Karate Kid soundtrack, because that is,
Oh
that's
yeah,
my
tune that,
montage. That's my montage music. That one.
I love that film.
Yeah, who doesn't?
The scene where he's on the wooden pole and he's
Yeah.
like doing the kicks in the air.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You're my best.
went to North Wales and did my own version.
Oh,
of
no.
it.
Did you?
Not very well.
You got to show us
Did you fall
that.
out?
I didn't. No, I only got stills. I wasn't taking the air.
Oh, fair.
Nah.
The crane kick. So
If you could have a musician guest on your album, who would it be?
Probably Elliot.
Elliot Cole.
Kid Rock, no joke.
The other fella.
Who would guest be?
Or who do you like to collab with?
Bro, Lars Ulrich, bro.
I'm trying to think like
Get him on tambourine.
an instrument that we don't play. Do you know what I mean?
Beethoven.
Yeah, I was get him on the violin or whatever he plays.
Stevie Wonder, so that Josh could tell him he's 6 foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I am 6 foot, guys. Spoiler alert.
That's a hard question.
How many times have I had to ask you in Aldi to pick me some off the top shelf here?
Yeah. That.
No, seriously, it's bad. I couldn't reach some milk, bro.
Milk.
Yeah.
Milk.
I can't reach the cheese or nothing. Bro, pass me like cheese strings, bro. So I'm getting carried away.
Who would be our musical guest?
I don't know.
I keep Josh Homme comes to mind, but then like doing what? Do you know what I mean?
He
Mark
does it on
Lanigan
many
just
albums, though, doesn't
Ah,
he?
rest-
You know,
yeah, he did that.
He's dead.
Oh,
Rest
yeah,
in
true.
peace. Mark Lanigan.
Unfortunately.
Mark Lanigan not even singing anything, just stood in front of a mic. Like,
just gonna need
Just
a
for the vibe.
necromancer for that one, though.
Yeah.
aren't you, really?
Who had really great like hand claps or something?
the spoon guy from.
Oh,
Spoon
yeah,
Spoon
man, yeah.
guy,
I want
yeah.
to get the Wilhelm screaming guy to go just do the Wilhelm scream.
What's the
Oh,
one?
yeah.
one?
Ah!
Oh yeah.
The
Okay.
Star Wars.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't do it.
And he just falls from it.
That'd be another one. I
Bro,
should get
Warwick
with Ewok
Davis.
album.
We look at Warwick Davis,
Isn't that the guy
bro.
from?
He was an Ewok, wasn't he? Am I wrong?
No, he was. No,
Yeah, yeah, he played in
Ewok.
Ewok.
He was an Ewok.
Yeah,
Yeah, if we
in
get
it.
C3PO on an album. that'd be
Oh,
fun.
hell yeah, bro. R2D2. Let's go.
If we
This,
get
the
Muscle Man
question
as
didn't
well.
go where I thought it would go, to be honest.
Bro, Master Yoda on.
we go in a lot of detail.
Bro, Master Yoda, but singing the words like backwards for the last chorus. Hell yeah.
I will rewrite you will.
I got a feeling
Rewrite
though,
you
to
will.
ask you the same question, Lee. That's to work with somebody from something like Godspeed, something
Oh,
like that. wouldn't
yeah.
I want to get Muscle
Chelsea
Man on
Wolf.
you? Chelsea Wolf would be a good
Yeah.
You know who else?
Yeah.
You know who else wants to be on the
Yeah.
album? I was once lifting weights. My name is Mitch
We
Swords.
might get copyright hit on this, though.
I was going to say.
Say Star Wars thing.
What was yours? Sorry, because he started going to
Oh,
Muscle Man
sorry.
I'd
then.
go Chelsea Wolf.
No,
Or
sound.
Chelsea Wolf. Or. Yeah, Godspeed, maybe. Maybe
The
PJ
whole-
Harvey.
The entire
Oh,
Godspeed.
yeah.
Yeah, Peach, she's great.
Yeah, the whole of Godspeed. Yeah, the whole band.
What's that one PJ Harvey album that we both like? Is
The
it
one
Rid
with
of,
hair on the front of it with the
is
massive
it,
hair and stuff.
is it Rid of Me?
Yeah.
Or
I
is
think
it
so.
the
I
one-
like that album. It's cool.
Really, or-
That's a great album.
Yeah.
I don't ask me album names, but I forget. But I don't know.
Black and white front cover.
I think so.
Is it the one that was
It's
done
her with like
Steve
kind of like
Allen?
dreadlocky hair, I think, and like on the front cover.
No,
It's
that
her.
was.
I can't remember. I think it's
Tales
black and
from
white.
the
Yeah.
City, was it?
Straight
can't
ahead on
remember.
Stories from the City
Is,
Stories.
Oh,
it, is
sorry.
it the one with the same drum sound as in Utro?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That'll be rid of me then, because that's Steve Albini.
I think it. I think
Oh,
it is.
yeah,
I think
that
it
is
is rid of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good album.
Shout
If
out
you went
Steve
on a
Allen.
world tour,
Shouts.
what country would you be excited to visit
Japan.
the most? Everyone says Japan.
Japan be so
Everyone
sick.
says
If you went on a
Japan.
world tour, what's the country?
And North Korea.
Oh,
Or
it'd be great. It'd be
South
great to,
Africa.
North-
South Africa. What's up?
I think it'd be really cool.
Oh, South Africa. But it's South Korea.
I want to do a gig in France so I can be the only person in the band who can.
Yeah, you're
So
gonna
you
talk to
can
the
visit
crowd.
your grandma.
Wants to slag off us to the crowd, to the whole.
Yeah, just spend the whole gig just chatting complete shit about you guys.
What's yours, Josh?
Colombia.
Colombia.
I don't know why, but like Colombia, guys. So,
It's because of the Oasis song.
yeah, of course. Yeah, that's why.
Oh man.
Have you guys played many festivals? Or have you had chance to
No.
play?
No, we haven't. Someone
No.
get us on a festival, for God's sake.
There was a guy who came up to us in a venue once. That's just a bit-
Well, it was a bit of a weird conversation starter. He was really nice, but he asked us red or blue, but he meant Everton or Liverpool. But it was like just after the
It
election.
was just after the US election.
So me and him looked at each other. Me and Tom looked at each
two
other
non-scousers. are
like we were like, wait, what, bro? I was like, I'm gonna pass on this question. I was like,
That's a very important question anyway, so.
yeah. I was like,
Are
yeah.
you red or blue?
I'm not Norwegian, so I'm not red.
Okay. Valid.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Is that all?
That's all good for you.
I might be Norwegian. Shout out Oscar.
Shout
Yeah.
Shout out
Like,
Baus.
how many
Baus.
Norwegian people can we name in 10 seconds?
Is it
Shout out Baus.
Shout out Bausch. Shout out Bausch.
How many Norwegians can we name? Andrea,
Andrea, Katrin,
Sigurd,
Sigurd.
There's
Andre-
a lot of,
wait.
there's a lot of
Uh,
Norwegians at
he's
uni.
alright.
so-
Wait,
that
what-
one guy from the Wombats.
No, wait. I thought we were doing from Lipa.
Oh yeah, well he's from.
Shout out Celine.
Oh, do you know Oscar?
Who's my favourite Norwegian?
Oscar.
Well, you know
Beckerdal?
Oscar Beckerdal. How?
Bass player.
Cello.
He plays cello.
Oh,
Libby does some session work as well.
He definitely does not play cello.
No,
That might be a different off.
Maybe. Yeah.
I was going to say pull him
Maybe he
up
does
on
play
FaceTime.
cello.
Yeah,
you don't know.
What Norwegians are we
Does he?
using?
Does he play?
Nah,
cello?
he does not play
Okay.
cello.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah.
Massive fingers.
Yeah.
Got some quick fire questions now. Vinyl or streaming?
It's gotta be. Well, the obvious answer would be
Tables.
vinyl. However, I think it would be streaming because
Convenience.
yeah,
Cheaper.
cheaper.
Streamers.
It's bad, but streaming, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did listen to a good vinyl. Can't remember. I don't even know what it's called. It was like,
You know, quick
What was
fire
it?
questions.
oh yeah. Sorry. Keep going.
Night gigs or daytime festivals?
Night
Ooh.
I
gigs.
think we've only done night gigs.
I quite like daytime festivals. To be honest.
If it's a like sunny daytime festival.
Yeah, I like that.
If it was like
Raining.
No, because
summertime, like
The gig
if you
starts in
play in the day,
and
then
ends
what,
in the night.
what are you doing in the evening?
That's the best.
You know.
You're
getting
watching
drunk
the
and
other
watching the other
band.
band.
Nah, I just go to bed. Probably.
If it was like in the desert and it was daytime, get a
Quad
time.
biking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
What? Why the music's on? Like every audience member's on a quad
No,
bike.
after
yeah, exactly.
pull up on a
But this is quick
And
fire.
do a kayak.
Sorry.
It's quick fire. No.
Harry Potter or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
It's only
Star
one
Wars.
answer to that one.
What Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Yeah,
Star Wars.
Harry Potter.
Bacon frazzles or onion rings?
What's bacon frazzles again? What's
That's-
that?
that's
the
the
quiz.
point.
Which one's
Yeah.
bacon frazzles?
Like the bacon flavour frazzles.
Yeah, frazzles.
Like the crisps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other corn snacks are available, by the way.
There you
Onion ring crisps.
Yeah.
I've never had them. I
Yeah,
don't
You
know.
never had them?
What?
You get them in like
No,
Tesco
I-
party
it-
bags.
I know
Yeah,
what you
they're
mean.
like the cheapest snacks.
Yeah.
I'd say the onion rings. to
You
be
guys
honest.
ever had ketchup flavored crisps?
No, don't talk about that.
Like Walkers?
Nah,
Or
however.
Lay's?
Yeah.
No?
No, what? Never mind.
Yeah, American. Yeah,
No, it's like a European thing.
I thought it was
We're
called
like the
Lay's in
only country
America.
in Europe that doesn't have the ketchup crisp.
We have had them.
Yeah, we have them right now.
Yeah,
I saw them in the thing and complained to him about them yesterday.
Alright, mate,
Did it?
chill
I
out.
think we did years ago.
So I got a bit annoyed. I got a bit
Drum
annoyed about
solo or bass solo?
Drum solo.
Yeah, it's gotta be
Yeah,
drum
drum-
solo.
in this band drum solo because our bass players were really bad.
We've got a bass solo in a new song, and it's the
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do, yeah.
yeah.
I finally asked for it.
It's just quarter notes. That's enough for this guy.
Minus 64 dB.
it's the most boring 4 bars of the whole album.
It's smoke. It's smoke on the water
You
backwards.
Bass
play one
solos
of
just
them.
don't work, do they?
It's smoke on the water
Might drop
backwards,
that
right?
question.
Your bass solo is smoke on the water backwards,
Yeah.
right?
You don't play Hope and Speak.
Whiskey or beer?
Cider.
Yeah, I'm gonna say cider as well.
Yeah,
Cider?
cider.
Put that in. It's an extra
Good part of water for me.
Snus.
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 What
I
about you?
snus in the water.
Snores in water.
Red Bull.
iced coffee or hot coffee?
Iced.
Iced coffee.
Hot coffee.
Oh,
Hot
yeah,
chocolate.
honey.
Straight up black coffee
Just
every
black
time.
coffee.
Yeah.
Sound.
Black coffee.
So I keep coughing into
Um,
mine.
Right, and this question people seem to like: mystery meat milkshake or a meat feast pista with a toothpaste base?
Meat feast pizza.
Wait, say that again.
What?
My brain just tripped out. Huh?
Mystery meat milkshake.
Mystery
So
meat
like a
milk?
random meat
Yeah.
blended into a milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably
Or
a lot of
meat
protein in
feast
there.
pizza with a toothpaste base.
You're just bothered about your macros.
Yeah, you got to get gains in.
I-
Definitely the mystery meat.
Mystery
Definitely
meat.
mystery.
I'll just
Ooh.
take the milkshake. From
I'm gonna have to go with
mystery
cider again, I think.
meat. You're definitely getting that toothpaste. Isn't
I
it?
was gonna say, how minty is the toothpaste?
Yeah, innit?
Yeah,
This
is
guy,
it- is
he's
it-
got so many
Yeah,
friends.
what is it? Is it
Fisherman's friends.
like is it triple?
wait.
Is it triple action?
Yeah.
You had some.
Triple
Yeah.
action.
Triple
I
action.
can't lie. I eat triple action toothpaste. Like I can't start my day off without eating some triple action toothpaste, guys. That's kind of
Triple
good.
action.
Is it not triple action? It is triple action
I
toothpaste.
Yeah,
got
it is.
quadruple action. I got
Oh,
40.
okay,
I've got my 18 in one toothpaste.
One body wash that you can use on your teeth.
He's got the 2 teeth.
Bro, Tom, tell them about your 18 in one shampoo, bro.
I do not use 18. I take very good care of my hair. Thank you very much.
It feels like you're outside the shower when you have one.
I condition regularly. I have curl cream and everything. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming over to our podcast.
That's all
And
right.
can you
you for
tell us
having
when
us.
your new music's out?
Yeah, of course. Wait, what?
We have
Bro, leave.
we've got a song coming out on the 23rd of May,
Called
Baddie
Body
Core,
core.
and then
It's not about bad.
we will have singles coming out, about 6 of them.
6. Should we just lay out the plan now?
Yeah,
And
we'll
get rid of any secrecy.
we'll have 6 singles coming out, and then we will be dropping an album
Yeah,
some
hopefully.
point next year.
Yeah,
I
some point
would
next year.
say
Do we drop the
summer.
name as well?
No,
No.
no, not yet. No, that's too much.
You'll have
The
to come
name's
back.
cool, but yeah, later.
We'll come back once the album's done.
Have you got any gigs
out.
coming up?
So, yeah.
We've got
Oh, no,
we've got a free one on the 23rd of May at our uni Lipper,
It's free.
which will be a good fun. It's like a showcase one.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds quite a.
So
It's
yeah,
cool.
I think that's it
please
so
come
far.
to that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another shout out. Shout out Paul McCartney.
Yeah,
Um,
and Lipper.
and Lipper.
My initial shout.
Shout out Rick Drop.
And
Very
tung
good.
tung 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 sahur.
And that guy.
What?
It's that mean thing.
Trocadero Bombas.
So yeah, the sorry.
So we've like they're dropping memes in the.
Basically, the next gig and single is the 23rd of May.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
for coming
Yeah.
So you
down.
better be there.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Catch
thanks,
them on
guys.
Spotify.
Thank you very much.